Welcome back, TorchedFF. Happy to have you all. Happy whatever day it is for you. It's Tuesday for me. So, before we get into our yoga practice, I want to know what you all want, what you all are looking for on these four corners. What are you working on? What is challenging? What is not challenging enough? Let me know in the comments so that I can guide you, so that I can build more YouTube videos around that so you can see growth on your mat and in your yoga practice. Now, with that being said, if you truly want to see growth on this yoga mat, 3 times a week, find yourself in a practice. 3 times a week will shift your life on a yoga mat and off, because this is more than just yoga poses. This is more than just asana. Yoga has 8 limbs, and we can talk about that as we move further along. But asana, if you want it to be better, if you want your body to be able to sit comfortably in places like this, you need to build strength, and you need to recognize the polarity of softness. Yoga is all about polarity. Ease and effort. Softness and strength. We want to find the balance between. So if you are shaking like a stripper in Warrior 2 like I used to when I first started doing yoga, find ease in that same power. That way we can hold, we can stay for much longer, and it builds a lot of mental fortitude. That's really what it's about. So when somebody get in your face and they talking loud and the spit hitting you, you can take a breath. And it don't have to turn into anything further than that. I was just watching a video on the prison yoga project, and one of the prisoners was saying he doesn't see it as prison yoga. It's just yoga. It's just yoga. It doesn't matter where it's at. I'm speaking of that because I was teaching in the prisons for quite a long time. And because the National Guard came in, we haven't been back since then. And I don't know if we'll be able to actually go back and teach them yoga. And it was really touching my heart a little earlier, but I just wanted to bring that up. We have the luxury to be able to show up on our yoga mat whenever we choose. We don't have to wait for somebody to tell us that it's okay to do anything. So if you are free out here in this world, I invite you to choose what you want. Because if you don't choose it, somebody else will. Let's start in a comfortable seated position. Palms face down for grounding, palms face up for receiving. Take what you need. I like to give so many options because I refer constantly back to the choice that you have. You don't have to do shit I say, or you can do everything I say, but that's completely up to you. Take a full breath in. Let it go. Focus on the length of the breath. In and out. And now notice the pause between breathe in. The pause is here. And breathe out. The pause is here. Let your breath move according to you. And recognize that the pause is okay. I think it's more necessary than not. Inhales and exhales. They allow for awareness. The creation that is all about the breath, the generation of the inhale, the operation and the pause, and the exhalation. It's the dissolution, the letting go, the release. It is the cycle of life in a single breath. It's fractal. Life, one breath, it's all the same. So let that pause be something that's worth it, because that pause is your life. Be present with that. With your inhale, root the hip points down, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, extend forward. Create length, create space in the back. Now, I know I have some flexibility to where I can drop down in here.
I watch students in yoga that cannot, and I start to see them getting antsy if we happen to stay here. Be present in discomfort. It builds character. It allows you to respond instead of react. Be present in the discomfort. I realized I haven't been theming any of these classes because, that's probably what some of you need. That's probably what some of you don't want. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm theming this one. Be present in discomfort.
Inhales, lengthen to the ceiling. Twist to your left. Inhale, extend the spine long. Gaze over the back shoulder. Next breath, unravel, reach up. Twist the opposite direction. Inhale, spine is long. Look over the back shoulder. Unravel, reach high. Tabletop. Adjust accordingly on your mat. These blocks are here as a reminder for you. Use them when you need them. I might use them, I might not. They're here. Inhale, cow pose, belly down. Exhale, crack. Cow pose, pressing around. Breathe in. Cow. Empty out. Cat. With your inhale, open left arm to the ceiling. Now notice if the hips start doing something like that, bring them back in through center. It makes your core work a lot harder. And you notice just how much flexibility a thoracic spine has. Fingertips behind the head. Reach the elbow as high as physically possible. Breath in. Exhale, squeeze elbow to elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Notice the stability it takes to not let your hips pop out. Elbow to elbow. One more time, peel open. Fingertips high. Thread under, head and shoulder rest on the earth. I like knees stacked right beneath the hips. Your hips and heels can be closer together if that works better. Right hand by the face or extend it forward like a child's pose. Optional rest for your low back for more thoracic rotation. You can even hook the opposite hip crease. Now here's balance. Flex the fingertips of the long arm wide and press the back of your hand and arm down. Right leg, reach it back. Press down to lift your right leg up. Notice that cue. Press down to lift up. That is your stability to create expansion. This is a balance, so you're creating stability and reaching through expansion. So nothing is lacking here. We press down to reach up for strength and balance. Breath in. Exhale. Release, knee to knee, feet meet where they started. Unravel your arm, press the right hand, peel your left arm open. Tabletop. Slide the hands to the wrist just for a moment. Shift forward, feel the stretch, the sensation in the wrists. Shift over to the right and the left. Right and left. Now my left wrist is talking to me right now. Palm flips. Squeeze and open through the hands. We're stretching the backs of the forearms here. Fists can close and open one at a time, both at the same time. Be kind to yourself. Be mindful of what you need. Now, while I record these YouTube videos, I still practice on my own. I'm still going to a yoga class later before I teach another yoga class. I do a lot of teaching. And I teach and I move my body too. So if you want these to be more intense, you got to let me know because I still go and get my thing going. Right hand or left hand down. Peel the right arm open. Breathe in. Now notice my hips popping out. Squeeze them back in the center. It takes a lot more stability, a lot more strength. Fingertips behind the head. Crunch elbow to elbow. Inhale, open up. Elbow to elbow. Peel it open. Elbow to elbow. Open up, breathe it in.
Reach high and thread underneath. Head and shoulder rest on the earth. Press the back of the arm down. Extend the left leg back. You can stay here, hands stack. Rest on low back or hook your hip crease. Ground down to lift your left leg up. Toes flex or point. You choose, just be intentional about it. Full breath in. Exhale. One more in. Gently release it down. Left hand back by the face. Press down, peel open. See, look at that shit. Hips in towards center. It's a practice. Begin again. Find your center, create your stability. Hands press down, eye of the elbow crease forward. Hover your knees just an inch. Beautiful job. We're here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Press the mat away. Breathe in. Empty out. Full breath in. Let it go. If you have wrist trouble, happy to show you what to do with blocks. You can put your hands right on top of blocks in the lowest position. This is called baby bear, everybody. The smallest block is baby bear. So if I say that, you know what I'm talking about. With your inhale, shift into high plank. This way you can squeeze the block, press into the block, and engage your forearms. Now, I still feel my wrist, so I'm probably going to lose these blocks because it's not working out for me right now. Shift forward, breath in. Lower halfway. Upward facing dog, full breath in. Downward facing dog, hips go high. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Up dog, breathe. Down dog, out. High on the ball of your toes, draw your belly in toward the spine. Pelvis follows the ribs. As you exhale, tiptoe, go very slow. You can bend your knees, just keep your core engaged. This is focused on compression and creating stability from within. Halfway lift, ground through the heels. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold. Stay in halfway lift. Exhale, hips pull back. Knees slight bend. Firmly press your hands into your shins. Firm and intentional. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend the knees, hips back and down. Frame the ears, chair pose, full breath in. Exhale, inch lower, just 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Feet mat width, hip width, your choice. Gorilla pose. Stand on your hands, toes touch wrist creases. This is to stretch our wrists out more. Feel the weight in the heel and press down through the whole hand. Now, I had a lady fall on her face doing gorilla pose. I ain't seen her since. Matters not. Stay grounded through your heels so that does not happen to you. The hand can go out wide. You can start to play with the rotation here of the wrists. Elbow crease rotates forward. Just stay rooted through the whole foot. Now, if you rock forward, you'll shift weight to the toes. That doesn't mean your heels lift off the floor. Stay grounded, stay focused. This is why we reach our butts back to create hamstring stretch and glute opening. There's multiple things going on here. Make sure that there is multiple things going on here. Wrist stretch, shoulder stretch, core engagement still. Hips reach toward the ceiling. Full inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Breath out. Release the hands. Walk your feet about hip width distance. Halfway lift, press through the heels. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Breathe, reach high. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. High plank. Hold high plank. Firmly press the mat away. So let's talk about high plank while we're here. We drive our toe mounds into the ground, forward as if I was driving them up towards my hands. Quads are engaged, inner thighs are squeezing. Now, it doesn't have to be super hard to where you pass out from engaging your muscles. Let it be intentional. You're pressing your feet down and forward to engage your core, your quads, your inner thighs. Now, glutes squeeze to add some additional strength. And hands are pressing down, shoulders reach. Full breath in. Exhale. Shift forward and lower half. Up dog. Flip the feet, press the feet down, lift the chest. Downward facing dog. If the bottom half of your body looks dead, bring it alive so you can help your upper body. Your legs are helping. They're just as powerful in a high plank as your upper body. High plank. Lower. Use your feet. High plank. Press it up. Down dog. Inhale, look forward, high on toes. Step walker, tiptoe. Squeeze your core. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold. Extended mountain, full breath, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. High plank. Low. Elbows straight back. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, let it go. Inhale deeply, high on toes. Squeeze your core, bend your knees. On empty, float to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, add the back bend. Engage your glutes, lift the chest. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank. Lower. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, high plank. Lower to the mat. Hand release. Reach your fingertips forward. Let the forehead rest or hover. Nose is touching the mat. Breathe in, lift your arms higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back into locust. Hips, hearts, thighs. Press the hips, lift the heart, lift the thighs for 3, 2, 1. Feet pressed back down, toes tuck. Arms forward, arms lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide those thumbs back to your rib cage. High plank. Inhale. Down dog. Inhale, right leg straight up. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Reach the side body long. Lift your knee higher. Rotate at the ankle. Big circles at the hip. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Movement is the medicine. So move through the entire circumference of your hip if you want your hip to be open. Rotate at the ankle, clockwise, counterclockwise. Next breath, straighten that lifted leg. Square your hips. Exhale, step outside of the wrist. Peel your right arm open, breathe in. Thread under your left. Hips, keep them low, full breath in. Exhale, reach under. Toward the back corner. One more time, breathe up. Thread through. Inhale, open up. Hands plant, standing split. Lift the left leg high. Let it be wide. Toes point toward the earth. Lift your heel higher for 3, 4, 2, 1.
Fold at the top of the mat. Feet about hip width, chair width, half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Breathe in. Hands at heart. Palms press, shoulders back. Twist to your right. Stay connected between your arm and your leg. Shift the weight to the right foot. High on toes, breath in. Kick your left heel back. Stay grounded, praying mantis through your right foot. So notice if your heel is down here, that's cool. It's still praying mantis. Can you engage and lift your heel higher? You're here for 3. We're here for 2. Last 1. Step back, crescent twist. Stay revolved, hips low, chest high for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Cactus arms, tap or kneel the back knee. Inhale, reach up. Hands back, lean forward. Frame the ears, next breath in. Hands at heart, twist to your right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Praying mantis, lean until you can lift the back leg off. Focus, full breath in. Exhale. 1 more in. Gently step forward. Chair twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands plant, high plank to low. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, empty out. Right heel high to the ceiling, breath in. Knee towards nose, squeeze your core, press the mat away. Reach your hips higher, squeeze the earth harder. Keep breathing while you're here. Next, inhale, kick it back. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Flip your dog, left hand toward the middle, spin your hips open toward the ceiling. Heels press down, look and reach overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll into high plank. Full breath in. Exhale, side plank. Now, what I want you to do is lower to your knee. And now lower to your forearm. Knees stack here. Drop your hips. This is great for glute engagement. So what we're going to do, clamshell side plank. So hips press forward, lift the top thigh off. And now what I want you to do is variation. Send your hips back, knee behind the foot, tap the hip, squeeze your glutes, hips forward, 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Drive forward, knees plant, side plank on the knees for 3, 2, 1. Hand plant, back foot, left foot back. Rotate into high push-up. Full breath in. Down dog, let it go. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Have to get something functional in here. It's all functional. But you should feel your right butt cheek on fire. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step outside of your wrist. No, let's kick it back. So here's some fun real quick. Hands press high on the ball of your right toes. Can you float your left foot here and stay active? This is how we prevent throwing our legs forward. Use your core. Kick it up and back. Breathe in. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Create circles here along the ankle, at the hip. If you feel like you're going very fast, I want you to slow it down and increase the circle. Increase the circumference of your hip. Switch that direction.
With your next breath, extend your lifted heel high. Now quietly step outside of your wrist. Use your core. Peel open left arm. Breathe in. Thread under. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach through. Open, full breath in. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open up. Hands plant, standing split. If you want a challenge, hands can float while you lift your heel higher. I like to bind. Full breath in. Full breath out. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, breathe deeply. Hands to heart. Switch to your left. We're here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift the weight over to your left foot, praying mantis. High on right toes, float the foot, kick it back. Crescent twist. Step your right toes down high on the ball of your foot. Ground through your front heel, sit deeper into the hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at your toe, lean forward, float the back foot again, praying mantis. Step back into chair twist. Hips back and down. A lot of my teachers say big wide butts, so I'm saying it too. Big wide butts. Reach your glutes back. Right butt cheek to the right, left butt cheek to the left. Chest open toward where the ceiling and the wall meet. If you do not feel your butt working, it's not. Focus on the stretch. Knees can bend. Take another breath. Exhale. Chair, breathe in. Forward fold. Great job. Halfway lift, full breath. Flow, high plank to low. If you want to shoot straight to low. Let it be easy, let it be powerful. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg high, breathe deeply. Toes flex, kneaded nose. Press the mat away. Hips high. Core engaged. Keep breathing. With your inhale, send it back. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Stay or flip your dog. Right hand toward the middle. Heels meet the earth. Glutes engaged. Look and reach overhead. Next breath in. As you exhale, roll to high plank. Full inhale. Side plank, left side. Beautiful job. Now drop down to the knee, into your forearm. Set up that side plank clamshell. So glutes engage, hips forward. And now what we're gonna do, send your lifted knee behind the planted foot. Hips tap, squeeze forward. Hips back and forward. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. In, out. 1 more. In, exhale. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Side plank. Full breath. Reach it up. Exhale. Step your right foot back. Right hand down. Spin in the high plank. Full breath. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful job.
breath in. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Crescent lunge, warrior 3. Step, reach high. Lean, float. Hands at heart, full breath. Exhale. Full breath in. Open up, half moon. Press down, lift the leg up. Stay focused on one point. The challenge comes when you walk your gaze up the wall towards the ceiling. Full breath in. Exhale. Warrior 2. Reach front to back. Adjust your footing here. So if you land not the right way, feet in line, heel to middle arch, shoulder blades hug, front knee out to the right. Peaceful warrior. Side angle, elbow to thigh, left arm high. Let your hips drop down and send them forward. Pelvis follows your ribs so your tailbone can drop toward the earth. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior, straighten the right leg, triangle pose. Reach your hips straight back while you pull your torso and your fingertips straight forward. And when you go as far as you can physically go, you stay here and don't go into a full split. Right hand to shin, left hand to the ceiling. Your blocks come in handy here too. A block can go on the outside of your leg, right beneath your shoulder. That way you can send your hips more forward and open your chest up further toward the ceiling. Now, this is not a crutch here beneath your hand. You're pressing down to lift up. So that one day you don't need this block. Your legs are holding you here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, rise up. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extend that leg again, side lunge to the back of the mat. Sink into the hips. 1 breath in. Exhale. With your inhale, shift forward, hands inside the foot. Lizard pose. Stretch out the hip. And rock left and right through the hip. Back toes can untuck. If you want to take this deeper, forearms to the block or the earth. Stay or take the bind. You can rest on your thigh. Right hand, rest on low back. Look over your shoulder. Can you see your back foot? If so, bend your leg and reach for your heel. Hook the outside ankle. Lift through the heart center. Breathe in. Look over the back shoulder. We're here for 5, 4, 3. If you want to stay longer. For 2, 1. Half split next. Release the foot. Heel toe your front leg between the hands. Extend long. Toes point, toes flex. Point for less, flex for more. You can hang out here in this hamstring opening. Spine is long. Hips pull back while your chin reaches forward to really intensify that stretch. Take your time. When you're ready, I invite you to stack. Knee beneath hips, hips beneath shoulder. Tuck your back toes for the stability. Arms out wide to help support balance. Float the front leg. We're here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time. Low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Arms out forward, full breath. Chin is slightly tucked. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Hands back, hip points press, heart and thighs rise, locust. You can stay, you can keep bending your legs and reach for your ankles. Floor bow. Glutes engage. Kick into your hands to lift the heart center. Pull back into your feet. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Now, back forward. Half locust or full locust with the arms forward. Superman, Superwoman, that's what we're calling it. For 3, 2, 1. Hands slide back towards your ribs. Toe mounts press. Squeeze your quads so your knees lift. Inhale, high plank. Down dog. Full breath. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Knee to nose, squeeze your core. Plant the foot, crescent lunge, warrior 3. Breathe it up. Lean in, float forward. Hands connect at heart. Your entire foot is firmly planted. Be biased toward the inside arch. So you're pressing through where the big toe mound and the heel intersect. Send your inner thigh towards the other side of the mat. Stack open, half moon. Stay focused on one point while you get adjusted into your balance. Slowly walk your gaze up towards the ceiling if you want that challenge. For 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Gently step back. Back to foundation. Feet press down. Inner thigh squeeze. Shoulder blades hug toward one another. Core engaged. Fingertips flex wide. Hands, feet, and core foundation right here. Beautiful job. Peaceful warrior. Side angle. Elbow to thigh. Right arm high. Option to extend earth to ceiling or take your arms overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior, breath in. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Reach your hips back. Pull your torso forward. Tilt earth to ceiling. So notice, if you're on your leg, you're pressing back into it. Create core stability by pressing your hand into your block or your leg so you can lift higher and still reach those hips back. Beautiful job. Once your core is engaged, you can take your arms overhead just like side angle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, warrior 2. With your next inhale, peaceful warrior, straighten the front leg. Side lunge. Rest on thigh or drop into your hip. Full breath in. Exhale. In. Out. Breath in. Shift into lizard. Heels hold left foot out wide. Drop into the hips. Inhales, lengthen through the spine. Lift the chest. Exhale. Rest on the forearms. Ease and effort. Now, whether you thought this whole practice was simple and easy or uncomfortable, the theme is to settle in to discomfort, to be present with it. This might not be comfortable. Breathe through it. Meet yourself where you are. Be kind enough to your body to know when enough is enough and when you've gone too far. But let that edge be your edge and push it. Rest on thigh, low back, or reach for your back foot. Inhales, create length. Exhale. It's like looking over the Grand Canyon. You're going to look over the edge, right? Don't jump, though. Know your edge. If you start to lean in, cool, don't fall. Take a full breath. Let it go. Gentle release. Half split. Extend your leg long. Fingertips that are closer to your hand or to your foot is much more intense versus fingers that are closer to your hips. Inhales create length in the spine. Exhale, chin forward, tailbone straight back. Beautiful job. You're here for 5. vertical spine when you're ready for the balance. Adjust according. If your knee doesn't feel so good, guess what you can do? You can pad the mat, double over, or use a block or a towel beneath your leg. Float. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that. Low lunge. Breathe, reach up. Hands plant, high plank. Pause. Full breath in. Exhale. Shift forward, lower all the way to the mat. Adjust accordingly. Arms out forward. Chin is tucked, nose can touch the earth. Inhale. Exhale, lift the back body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, half locust. Feet stay connected, hands by your hips. Full breath in. Exhale. Full locust, thighs lift. Back body's engaged. Breath in. Exhale. Knees bend, reach for your heels. Hook your ankles. Kick up, kick back. Full inhale. Exhale. No slingshots. Release back into locust. Tight as light here. Full breath in. Exhale. Press the feet down, half locust. Breathe in. Exhale. Arms overhead. Keep lifting through the back body. One more breath. Exhale, release. Rest the hands, stack the palms. Sway your hips left and right. The rest of the cheeks, switch to the other. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more in. Exhale. Chin at neutral. Thumbs to the bottom of your rib cage. Toes tuck. Squeeze your quads. Now we're going to have some fun here. Breath in. Hover. Low push-up. 5, 4, 3, 2. High push-up. Release all the way down. Squeeze the back. Lift the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Hands press. Hover. Keep breathing here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Squeeze the back. Hands press. Hover. We're going to do 4 again. 3, 2. High push-up. Because mistakes happen and you still got to show up when that does. Release all the way back down. Squeeze the back body. Inhale. Exhale. Hands press. Hover for 3, 2, 1. Release. Oops. Breath in. Exhale. Press. Hover for 3, 2, 1. High push-up. In. Exhale. Release all the way down. Squeeze the back body. Breath in. Exhale. Press to hover just for 2, 1. High plank. Breathe it in. Exhale. Release all the way down. Beautiful job. Engage the back body. Lift. Full breath. Hands by your ribs. Press to hover. High push-up. Exhale to low push-up. High push-up. Exhale to low. High push-up. Exhale to low. High push-up. Exhale to low. High push-up. Hold low. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release. Beautiful job. Palm stack. Rest the forehead. Full breath in. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Great job. Shoulder stretch. Arms out to a T. If you don't like this, you should do it more. I've been dealing with a shoulder injury over here. And the more that I've been working the muscle and strengthening the muscle surrounding it, the better it's been feeling. So don't run from stuff because it hurts. It's your body saying, hey, I need some help. So help it. Let's help it. Full breath in, bend the right leg. Right hand towards chest. Press, peel open towards the ceiling. Now, if your head is floating like mine, you can use a block
and put it beneath your head. Take a full breath here. Exhale. One more breath. You can rest on thigh. You can reach for your ankle. Let it go. Gently release. We'll come back through center. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand in towards heart. Left leg bend it. Press open. Now this is the shoulder that I've been dealing with. So notice if you do have things that hurt, if you do deal with injuries of some sort, be mindful of how far you're pushing. Be mindful of what you need. But still do stuff. Still show up for you. Still do your best to move and to feel. Because if you cannot feel it, you cannot heal it. You must feel it so that you can heal it. That is about being present, even if it's uncomfortable. Right? So be present in that discomfort. Take a full breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Let it go. Gently release. Come back through center. Slide your thumbs in towards ribs. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. High on toes, tiptoe through your hands. And we'll meet in a deep squat. Feet can be closer, or you can walk your feet out wider. I'll say it again and again and again. This is probably the most important yoga pose that you could do. Outside of yogi toe stand. I'll get you on the next one on that. But this right here and yogi toe stand. Most deaths are due to falls. My grandfather, he passed away a few years ago. But I remember the last day he was at the house. And he was in the back because I've lived in the same house as my grandfather. But I heard him fall out of his bed. And I had to go pick him up off the ground and put him back in the bed. We ended up taking him to the hospital a few hours later because he broke some ribs by falling out of the bed. Most deaths, most fatalities of older individuals are due to falls. They break a hip, they break a bone, they need surgery, it needs to get fixed. Their body, they can't heal from that, so they die. Take care of your body now so that you don't have to pass away like that later. Be present, even if it's uncomfortable. Life is hard, right? Working out is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. Being healthy is hard. Choose your heart. It's about being comfortable in the uncomfortable. Be present with it all. Take a full inhale here. Exhale. Now hands behind you. Set a reverse tabletop. Fingertips face forward or out wide. I like forward. Hips, heart, and thighs lift in line as best you can. Gaze up toward the ceiling. Full breath in. Exhale. You can shift gently forward and back. Release your hips to the earth. Walk the hands back and gently send your elbows back. Stop when you feel tension in your shoulders, because this can cause an injury very quickly. I want you to be careful. When you feel tension, stop. Elbows stay tight towards one another intentionally. Take one more breath here. Let it go. Toes point forward. Walk your hands in towards your hips and lower to your forearms. Fish pose. Lift through the chest. Let the head drop back. Breathe in. Open mouth. Let it go. Let's take a lion's breath here. We stick our tongue out and go, ha. Take a full inhale. Tongue out, ha. Sure you at home, so nobody heard you. If they did, they should join you. Release down. Arms out wide.
If you need a hip reset, you can take your legs straight up, arms straight up. Check everything out. It can be very gentle, it can be vigorous, just to let everything drain. When we lift our hips, we allow our body to move out of fight or flight, out of the sympathetic and into the parasympathetic, our rest and digest nervous system. I invite you to run your legs up a wall or elevate them before you go to sleep. It's very helpful. Take a breath in. Let it go. Slowly lower your arms and legs down, or you can drop them, your choice. Allow yourself to sprawl out wide. Let everything go. Allow for ease, allow for release. Sometimes stillness may be uncomfortable. Be present with that. Shavasana. Together. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Inhale to the top and pause. Exhale everything out. Pause at the bottom. Gently draw back in through center. Roll over to your right. Use your arm to support your head. Congratulations for showing up for you, for being present in this moment, whether with ease or discomfort. With little effort, find your way to a seat. I invite you to find a moment of stillness in this comfortable seat or uncomfortable. Make it comfortable for you. Bring your gaze back to neutral. Lengthen the spine, breath in. Twist to the left once more. Inhale, center. And twist to the right. Hands meet at heart center. Gaze is soft or eyes closed. May you continue to lead with love, for love will certainly follow. Hands to the mouth. May you speak with kindness and with grace, with compassion and with peace. Hands to the forehead. The big, beautiful, bright light within me sees, honors, cherishes, loves, and is inspired by the big, beautiful light within each and every one of you. Inhale. As we bow together, we say, Namaste. Pleasure to have you over here at TorchedFF. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, you let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this to a friend if you know they need it. I like to say yoga was something I didn't know I needed. So if they don't know, let's find out if they need it. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love.